The time now, it's 5 o'clock on this Friday evening, June 20th, 2014 on a Friday evening. Time now, follow what am I doing, PJ Wiggins. The evening report, Friday evening, June 20th, 2014. Good evening, everybody. Our congregations at 5 o'clock in North Massachusetts got a temperature of 78 degrees, humidity 29%, wind speed variable about 3 miles per barometer. 20 by day, 7 inches, 2.43 degrees, visibility 10 miles, and a heat index 78 degrees. Alright. Let's take a look at our radar. It shows clear the radar scope for much of New England here. And we're seeing some line of rain showers from eastern Quebec, Gaspé Peninsula, stretching the eastern New Brunswick, down to central and eastern portions of Nova Scotia, and a line of rain showers in western portions of Prince Edward Island. And a lot of clusters of showers around central and southern Florida down for western Cuba. And the clusters of showers of storms stretching to much of the southeastern states and stretching down through Indiana, Ohio, and down for Michigan, and down for eastern UP. Michigan, and down for southern Ontario, down for northwestern portions of Minnesota, and through southern Manitoba, Saskatchewan, down for western Alberta, down for eastern British Columbia, and a batch of clouds with showers from west central Montana, down for eastern Idaho, and a line of showers and storms from western Iowa, down for east central Nebraska, and batches of rain showers from southeastern portions of Colorado, down for New Mexico, and western Texas and Mexico, with some thunderstorms in the mix here. And we're turning on
Ellsworth Avenue. In each case, the attacker was riding a bicycle when he...
The radar shows batches of showers and storms with some reports of hail possible in the southeastern states and searching on the central and
meantime, a Cambridge man accused in
central Mississippi Valley and stretching down through the Rockies and down for central New Mexico. There's one cell with a damaging winds around northwestern Minnesota.
The 2008 crimes he is charged with.
Partyville, Wisconsin. Good evening, 80 degrees with clear broken clouds.
Police and a
Let's take a look at our satellite loop here, and it shows
being questioned by the man they accused.
patchy clouds is covering much of northern Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, and it's stretching up to Ontario down to Quebec, and stretching much of Atlantic Canada. And another batch of clouds covering Mexico, stretching to New Mexico, western Texas. And patchy clouds around much of the southeastern states, and stretching on Indiana, Ohio, and stretching on the Great Lakes, and up in Wisconsin. And stretching on Ontario, stretching in northern Minnesota, down for North Dakota, stretching on much of the western Canada here, and then stretching down through western Oregon and Washington State, and down through northern Idaho and western Montana, down to Wyoming, and up in northwestern Colorado. Batch of clouds coming to much of New Mexico. Here. And we got a couple of let's take a look at our map situation here. Cold front from western California stretching in from northern California up into central Oregon and Washington up into British Columbia. And we got a station from New Mexico stretching in western Kansas and down from Nebraska and stretching in Minnesota with a warm front from eastern Minnesota down from Wisconsin and down from southern Michigan, Indiana, and a warm station from Ohio down through the Virginias and down through North Carolina, and cold front stretching out to sea. And we got front by from western Texas and north central Mexico, and a front from Arizona down through western Mexico, and a boundary off the Baja California, Mexico here. And we got a pink front from western Wisconsin and up into northern Minnesota and up into Montana, Manitoba. And we got high pressure in eastern Idaho, central Colorado, and Gulf of Mexico to North Alabama, and southern Ontario, and we got low pressure in southwestern Idaho, southern Arizona, central Mexico, off the Bajas of Mexico, and western Kansas, and eastern South Dakota, and down from western India, and North Carolina, and off the Florida coast. 77 degrees at temperature in Boston. It's 84 in Washington, D.C., 90 in Atlanta, 71 in Miami, 92 in Brownsville and Dallas, Texas, 88 in Kansas City, 83 in Chicago, 82 in Minneapolis, 89 in Albuquerque, 83 in Denver, 85 in Salt Lake City, 73 in Great Falls, Montana, 72 in San Francisco, 73 in Los Angeles, and 59 in Seattle.
Quote, effective government.
Current conditions, rain region, we got 73 degrees at temperature in Boston and Beverly, 74 in Pittsburgh and Bedford, 77 in Gloucester, 70 in Worcester, 73 in Sturbridge and Webster, 77 in
U.S. intelligence.
Milford and Norwood, 78 in Taunton, 77 in Bedford, 72 in Plymouth and Falmouth and Martha's Vineyard, 63 in Nantucket and Cape Cod Bay, 70 in Chatham and 70 in Provincetown, 73 in Block Island, 76 in Wesley, 77 in Providence, 73 in Smithfield, 77 in Springfield, 76 in Alabama, 72 in Greenfield, Pittsfield, 69 in Pittsfield, 71 in North Adams, it's 74 in Albany, 71 in Bennington, 72 in Keene, New Hampshire, 70 in Jeffrey and Concord, New Hampshire, 74 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 74 in Nashville, New Hampshire, 76 in Pottsville, New Hampshire, 67 in New Hampshire Bay, 65 in Boston Harbor, 63 in Cape Cod Bay, 76 in Windsor, 77 in Hertford, 73 in Waterbury, 73 in Danbury, 77 in Meriden and New Haven, 78 in Bridgeport, 69 in Long Island, 82 in New York, 77 in Slippen, 75 in Montauk.
This oil refinery has fallen.
Another major concern is that
Okay, let us take a forecast discussion around the country. Slight risk of severe thunderstorms tonight and Saturday for a portion of central and northern plains, Midwest and Ohio Valley and central Appalachians. In flash flood and possible floods Saturday for a portion of the Ohio Valley and central Appalachians and in central plains. A section frontal boundary in place this afternoon from Midwest to the central Appalachians and middle Atlantic states will largely remain in place. But the short range forecast period of wave of low pressure will develop along the front over the eastern Ohio Valley tonight and move eastward to the Midland coast by Saturday evening, and most moist southerly flow will lift around. The front ahead of a low pressure area will cause a widespread shower area, and thunderstorms that develop this evening will move eastward across the Appalachians and Midland and have a surface flow. The Storm Prediction Center's forecast are slight risk of severe thunderstorms across portions of the Ohio Valley and
military solution they call
Central Appalachians front tonight. Please refer to
political solution.
To the Convective Outlook product issued by the Storm Prediction Center for further details on the severe weather threat. Additionally, heavy rain and flash flood are all possible for the Ohio Valley and its central Appalachians. A weak surface front across the central plains will lift slowly northward tonight and on Saturday. This boundary will serve as focused shower and thunderstorm available in the vicinity of the front boundary and upper level disturbance forecast of triggering of more widespread rain and thunderstorms across the central plains this evening, which will move eastward across portions of the Midwest on Saturday. Flash flood is possible associated with a area of rain and thunderstorms, and the Storm Prediction Center is forecast a slight risk of severe thunderstorms across much of the central and northern plains on Saturday. Additionally, a slow movement in upper level disturbance over the southern plains will provide an initial focus to a shower and thunderstorm development over the western Texas.
From Boston.
A funnel crossing the Rockies today will move into the northern plains by Saturday afternoon. Moist southerly flow into the plains ahead of us. System will promote shower and thunderstorm development with a potential for a few areas of organized and widespread showers and thunderstorms to develop. And temperatures spot the shower range will be a local average across northern Atlantic and northeast, being even an upper level to above average. Temperatures are expected across the southeast and southwest sides with high pressure in place at the upper levels. There. All right. Let's take a look at our forecast discussion here in New England. There, high pressure nearby will result in dry and pleasant weather right early next week with a gradual warming trend. A cold front may bring the threat for a few showers and thunderstorms by next week, Wednesday and on Thursday, but a washout is not expected. Near term, high pressure builds across the region tonight, providing mainly clear skies and diminishing wind. This combined with an anomalously dry air mass for a late June will allow for an unseasonably cool night. Low temperatures by daybreak Saturday will bottom out in the lower to mid 40s across the normally cooler outlying location of the middle and upper 50s in urban and heat islands of Boston and Providence. There. And let us take a look at our
Make it into our area, so we are looking.
shower and thunderstorm activity has diminished and associated with a weak area of low pressure.
77.
Located about 80 miles east of Daytona Beach, Florida, and environmental conditions are expected to remain unfavorable for segmenting the development while the system drifts slowly northward this afternoon and night and begins to accelerate northeastward on Saturday. Formation chance about 48 hours, low 10%. Formation chance about 5 days, low 10%.
Thank you, Danielle. Well, based on
Alright, let's take a look.
because understand people would be headed to Cape Cod, so we're taking a look at the
Let's take a look
the Warren Bridge. It's been well.
at our deck cam forecast, and it shows a beautiful evening on town. So if you got any after activities, do it, and Saturday for the Norton Founders Day picnic, perfect weather on town. Alright, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For tonight, we are
Quarters are pretty fast. 16 minutes. Western Toll side 495, more than a half hour, and even
for tonight, we are gonna see some most of the coast guys blowing 47 degrees northwest wind about 5 to 10 miles, becoming light in the evening. Saturday, San Scott high near 67 degrees, light and variable wind becoming southwest about 6 miles by the afternoon. For Saturday night, most of the coast guys blowing 50 degrees south wind about 6 miles, becoming calm in the evening. Sunday, San Scott high near 80 degrees north wind about 6 miles, becoming calm in the afternoon. Sunday night, Most of Wisconsin low 55 degrees. South wind about 5 miles coming after midnight. Monday, South Carolina, 81 degrees. Monday night. Most of Wisconsin low 58 degrees. Tuesday, most of South Carolina, 81 degrees. Tuesday night, Park Wisconsin low 63 degrees. Wednesday, Park South Carolina, 82 degrees. Friday night, Chester Shores, most Wisconsin low 66 degrees. Chance of precipitation 30%. Thursday, Chester Shores, Park South Carolina, 80 degrees. Chance of precipitation 30%. Friday night, Park Wisconsin low 62 degrees on Friday. Most of South Carolina, 80 degrees. Peter's what a phrase of the day, of the evening, a clear night on tap, and a spectacular weekend on tap to start the summer. This is PJ Weeks. We have a good day with a good positive attitude here. And good evening, I'll see you for the Weather Magician, 11 p.m. evening report. The short and very while watching the Red Sox take on all Canadians. Have a good evening. See you at 11.